Okay, and welcome back to another episode of Behind the Lines. We are joined again with the wonderful Toivo. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you? Same question,
Same question. Yeah, well,
same answer.
same question, same answer. All right, so
Mm.
let's start at the beginning. How did you get into Line Rider?
Well, I think it started back in like late 2007, early 2008, and I found the Line Rider 1 or 2 in some Flash game site. And someone, I think someone posted a link in the comment section, and there I found all the crazy Line Rider tracks. And Um, I didn't. I made a lot of tracks back then, but I never recorded or showed them to anyone. Not sure why, but I didn't. And then I stopped playing, and about in late 2016, I started to look some old Line Rider tracks, and someone had linked the forums in the description, and that way I found the active community again.
Huh, awesome. I think your story is pretty similar to mine, actually. That was how
Mm,
I refound it at about the same time, actually, as well.
mm.
So, who would you say inspires you? Like,
Hmm. It's well those two tracks that we talked a lot, like the Raphael and IP. But
sure,
I think it's I try to watch all the Line Rider tracks that gets released at least nowadays. So I guess everyone, but I can't really say one specific Line Rider that inspires me more than any others.
yeah, sure.
In the beginning, it was like Sorvius and Death's Dog because I liked uh, Skinner a lot more, but I don't really like that anymore. So don't really have any specifics nowadays.
Yeah, fair enough. So, when you when you're looking to start a track, how do you go about making it? Like, what's your method?
Well, I try to start with just thinking some themes and then finding good music or song that fits the theme, and then start working on the track. But sometimes I just hear a song, want to make a track for it, and just like that's how I make the shooting star, for example. I just heard it and made the track in like
Yeah,
1 or 2 weeks.
yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
One thing that characterizes your tracks is you put like a really quite a long time, like you put in quite a lot of effort like into each track. Like you'll spend
Yeah,
like months, won't you?
yeah, it's a little bit too much, I think. Like the most I've put in a track is probably over 200 hours, and it's an
Jeez.
unfinished track. It's the mountain hill track, and uh, it's kind of dumb, but I like making tracks, so doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's your life. I
Yeah,
mean, I've spent the
it's
majority of my year just making Knight Rider tracks, so who am I to judge you?
yeah, and it like takes my play time, so it doesn't really matter. I'm on the computer same amount, but play less on the other games, so I guess it's win-win or
Yeah, it's like his Line Rider kind of has more of a sense of permanence because a little bit
mm,
like you, I was into other games and then I got back into Line Rider because like the game I was
yeah,
playing is like you would kind of have a lot for a while and then like every month everything would be basically erased. So like there's no feeling of like
yeah,
really like achievement, I guess.
mm,
And like I guess something you make in Line Rider lasts forever as long as YouTube remains a
mm.
thing. So you mentioned themes. Like how important are themes for your track?
Well, I guess depends on the track, but for the like my last track, Dream. it was really big part of the track. And like without the team, it would have been just some slow manuals and nothing else. But with the team, I think I made more interesting and unique track. So I think teams are more important than the track itself.
Yeah, that can definitely be true. I mean, it's less about what you do than sometimes can be more interesting why or how you did something, I guess.
Mm,
So, what would you say your goal is with Line Rider in general?
I have no idea. I have just so many ideas that I want to make. So I guess make tracks that I want to see myself. So and finish my projects that have been going on now almost 2 years.
Yeah,
So yeah, and it's so rewarding in the end when you see the end result. It really motivates to make some more tracks.
yeah, it's kind of like a void that you have to fill, right?
Yeah.
Like as soon as you finish one, you're like
Mm,
depressed because you're like, oh man,
mm.
I need something
Have to
else.
make another one
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, it's all about the journey. Yeah, and people watching this, if you haven't subscribed to Toivo, like, what are you doing with your life? Go and subscribe to this man. Like, this guy is making like some insane tracks, but like, what what's the most? Like, Initial D has like 500 views, I think, but like,
Shooting Star had for some reason over 1,000 views. It
hey,
like started getting some views in the summer, so it's my most viewed one.
yeah, fair enough. So, would you say like when you make your tracks, they're mostly for yourself, or is it like for other people, or a combination?
Well, it once again depends on the track. At the beginning, the first two tracks I made, I just wanted to get out because I had working on the mountain track for six
Okay.
months,
Oh,
and
jeez.
I just want to get track out. So I guess those tracks was made for other people, but they aren't that great. But then after that, I wanted to make them both for me because I want to make tracks that I enjoy watching myself. And I think the all the comments motivates me to make the tracks like well better. So I guess I make them for the viewers too. Because if there weren't anyone to watch, I'm not sure if I would make any tracks. I might play around with Line Rider, but not put hundreds of hours to tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that you definitely have some unbelievable levels of dedication. So yeah, how do you feel about track making today in general?
Well, it's nice to have more people in the community, so we get more
Yeah,
tracks.
sure.
And well, I think the tracks nowadays are more on the music based. We have a lot more tracks uh, like This Will Destroy You, and what was the other one?
What famous
The-
thing?
yeah, the 7 million views
Oh,
video or
Mountain
something.
King.
Yeah, Mountain King. Like those type of tracks were
Yeah.
really popular for some time and still are. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I like those tracks that much. I'm more of I like how do I say this? Um, I like if you have some like ideas other than music syncing, and I like if you can make some I can't find the word, but stuff like Anton does a lot, like technical stuff. I like that kind of stuff too.
Sure. So you like to see more variety in the amount of techniques used for a track?
Yeah, because I think now a lot of the stuff is like some random long lines that syncs to the beats of the songs. And I mean, I guess they are good tracks, but because there are so many of them, they don't really wow me anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I was discussing this with Sheldon actually yesterday. There is and also a little bit with Rabbit and that track talk. There's certainly an element of
Mm,
becoming, like when the next big new thing hits, everyone starts
yeah.
to do it, and so it can become
Mm,
stale. So yeah, it's something I've been kind of looking to try and almost get away from a little bit in some of my
yeah.
more recent tracks, just trying to make stuff like sync not like unimportant, but like less precise, maybe like
Mm,
maybe more atmospheric. But I don't know.
yeah. It almost feels like you have to sync to the music because it's so easy nowadays. But
Yeah,
everyone does it, so it's not that special anymore. But I still do it because I think it makes the track better. But if it's only syncing, then it's just track.
yeah, because like if you're sharing a video with someone on YouTube, like if you don't sync a track, you're like missing out on half of like potentially affecting someone's senses, I guess. So
Mm.
it's kind of like almost necessary in a way. So what would you say like drives you to make the tracks you make?
Well, I guess the end result, I want to see the tracks done, and
Yeah.
I guess I'm addicted to Line Rider at this moment. But but and and I guess the like reactions they really motivate try and make even more stuff. I forgot the question you asked, but what did you ask?
Yeah, like what drives you? You just like
Ah, yeah,
you like you
yeah,
said you were addicted, so you're just like an obsessive person. Like if you like something, you
yeah.
put everything into it, kind of thing.
Mm,
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, I think we already have kind of covered the amount of time you will dedicate to a track,
mm.
which is pretty insane. Like like does that take a lot out of you, like mentally, like putting that
Well,
much time in?
at the moment, I don't have school anymore because I graduated on the before the summer.
Yeah,
So I have quite a lot free time at the moment. But in like couple of months, I will start a job, so have less
yeah.
time.
You're in the
So
same position as me, pretty much.
yeah, I have studied for my future schools that I try to get. So I'm not just only playing Line Rider
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah,
but it takes quite a lot of time of my day.
yeah,
Maybe too much, but
yeah. You hear that, people out there. We do, some of us do other things aside from just Line Rider. We're not bums. We promise.
mm.
Oh God. So where do you see Line Rider going?
um, well, I think like with the amount of people, I think Line Rider will never be super popular, and it might get a little bit bigger or it might get a little bit smaller, but it will probably never die out full, or it will never die, but it will never get any like super big thing.
Yeah, I can kind of understand. I think like the people that like let's say like the core riders will
Yeah.
kind of mostly stay. I mean, people come and
Mm,
go. Like life happens, restrictions on time is probably one of the biggest factors in how much people can really be a part of it. But
mm,
yeah, I don't know. Like I'm kind of I don't know. Like I kind of think it will probably get bigger than it is, but like I don't think it will get like substantially bigger. Like to the point where it's like the
yeah.
next fortnight or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. So where would you hope to see Line Rider go?
I guess I hope it grows,
Hmm.
but in like sense of tracks, I want people to try out stuff that has been made before because that's always really like impressive to me if you can do
Mm.
something that no one has ever thought before or done before.
Yeah.
So I guess more diversity to the tracks, but I guess you can do whatever you want with the tracks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, doing stuff that people haven't done definitely gets you noticed. I think that was one of the things that drew me and others to your tracks in the first place. Like tracks
Mm,
like I think it was Techno Brain, the one you did where you had like all the kind
yeah.
of like vertical lines of all the
Yeah.
yeah, like stuff like that.
Mm,
So yeah, the last question I normally ask is if you have a message for new people joining Line Rider, what would it be?
well, well, to a new line rider, it can get really overwhelming with the like tracks we have and the uh, Guides guides we have and stuff like that. So I guess just play around with line rider and don't take it too seriously, or else you will spend half a year for one track that you might never release. And yeah, so just have fun. Don't do anything you don't like, and yeah, do what you want to do.
Do whatever the fuck you want to
Yeah.
do. but but yeah, like I mean, people watching these episodes now, I mean, most of us are pretty much saying the same thing, like just,
Mm,
have fun, don't overdo it. And, remember at the end of the day, like, it's a hobby. Like,
yeah.
like you're not getting, well, like, most of us aren't getting paid for this. So,
Mm,
don't turn it into like a chore or you won't finish stuff.
yeah.
Awesome. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I guess not. That was
Awesome.
pretty. That was a lot of things to talk about. So
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we will conclude this episode of Behind the Lines with Toivo here. Thanks for joining us, Toivo.
thanks for having me here. It was really fun.
Oh,
Same things again.
I know. I feel like I had to ask. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
it's because I always do these back to back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I should only say that once.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Leave your love and hate down below, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.